this is my best friend Will, and ever since we had teamed up 4 months ago to win a server-wide event, our friendship and trust has only grown more and more as we grew closer. And behind all of that trust and friendship, Will is not what he seems, because recently he's finally begun to crash, showing more and more signs every day of hiding this big secret, and it all has to do with the strongest villain on the server. But the thing is, he's not the only one hiding something, because behind everyone's backs, I have secretly been building up a case to finally prove him guilty, not just to my team, but to every player on the server. But to do any of this, I'm gonna need some solid evidence. And that's where we cut to one Friday afternoon, where a bunch of players were hanging out at the server's spawn, and Will had this tiny little idea to rob one of the only netherite sets in the entire world. No, not from him, but from this guy. WhatMax, a very frail and weak player that somehow had acquired a full set. And as we traveled over to kill him, this was the exact moment where it all started. Because as cool as netherite armor is, Will didn't really need it. He already had much more powerful one-of-a-kind items of his own, like a mace that could insta-kill people from a high enough fall, and an egg that doubles his heart count. Realistically, getting this set here is basically just dropping more water into the ocean, and as much of an open chest WhatMax is, he didn't really do anything to deserve this in the first place. The only motive I can see behind this fight was Will just wanting more power, and if I didn't know any better, I'd say this is a move you'd see from someone like... The thing is, WhatMax's armor had Curse of Vanishing, which meant when he died, the netherite instantly deleted itself. But that wasn't really my main concern. In the 4 months I've been teamed with Will, I've never really seen him go out of his way like this just for meaningless power. But this could have been just any change of mindset, and maybe he was preparing for something. There had to be some sort of reason he did this. Okay, but wait, they could be talking about literally anything, and as suspicious as it looks given the context, there's still an infinite amount of reasons Will even wanted to take that fight in the first place than just picking on the weak to be more powerful. And so, after leaving with more questions than answers, I decided to log off for the day and hope that something more interesting would happen tomorrow. And of course, being on this server, something happened. Oh, what the fuck? Now this would be your normal run-of-the-mill macing, but this was different, because Will had been trying to kill Nemvivo for weeks now, and unsurprisingly, again, it was for a piece of netherite. But the thing is, the fight wasn't over, and this time around, it wasn't in Will's favor. So I knew that this time I couldn't just stand around and let him fight it on his own. And once I finally got there, I stopped, and really thought about the reason for all of this. The reason why he wants all of this netherite, and the reason why he spent weeks obtaining it for what seemed to be no reason at all. And that's when I finally remembered why he's doing all of this in the first place. Because Will is trying to get strong enough to kill Muggum. So why am I even trying to prove him guilty here when I could be helping him fight?
Oh shit! That's the damage. What the heck? Here, don't. Yeah, don't. Oh my god. Damn, you're chewing through my turtle, bud.
And whilst I'm about to jump into this fight, I really want to ask you to subscribe. I put a ton of effort into these videos, and I'm so close to hitting 10K. All it literally takes is a tiny little click of a button. It takes about a second, and it helps me out so much. Anyways.
Behind you.
Gosh, I love it.
I actually knows how to do that.
He's actually... I've already shit like 3 times. Oh, awesome. What a beautiful spot for me. Yo, you're lucky that you have the luxuries of the night.
Nice.
Do you have it? Sure, whatever.
Break that shield, Q.
You break my shield.
Oh man.
Got him.
There it is. And he's running.
I think he definitely dug down there, but... Bro, that was so tough. We just took that 2v3, bro.
That was beautiful, bro.
Bro, look at me, bro. Look at me.
Look at you, bro.
Look at us.
Look at us, bro.
I'll be completely honest with you, it felt like everything had just gotten flipped on its head. And during that entire fight, I felt like such an idiot for not remembering that he was trying to kill Muggum, let alone that he was my best friend in the first place and not this malicious person I was trying to see him as. I truly didn't know what to think at this point, and maybe everything Will had to do with Muggum was all in my head, being shaped by people betraying me over and over in the past and leaving me with nobody to trust. But Will has only lifted me up in so many situations, and maybe he's one of the only people in the server that cares more about me than any sort of goal and ambition. And all I did was investigate him for something he hasn't even done yet. And if anything, I should be helping him kill Muggum as he screwed me over time and time again in the past. I finally realized that trusting Will here, it's stupid not to do. And that trust that he actually does care about me was truly cemented in my head when he did this. He had given me the netherite axe, and granted it was only for a screenshot, but he trusted me to hold on to weeks of effort that he had put into the item that I held in my hands. He actually did trust me, and all he wanted to do was complete his goal, and at this point, it was my goal too. So when he asked me to meet up with him to show me something he'd been working on, I instantly went over to see what was up.
Hello, bro.
What's good, bro?
I had a thought, bro.
What's your thought, bro?
My thought, bro. Basically, for the first little bit of like the fight tomorrow, I don't want to use the mace, but that also kind of means that Muggum can't really know who I am. Because obviously, if I pull up in this fit, he's gonna know who I am. Pretty evidently. So I was thinking, like, we need new swords anyway, so I might as well get us some new fits.
Okay.
Might as well get us a new fit.
Okay, I like it a lot.
And if you'll tap in right here, check that out.
Ooh, alright, I see
The
you,
KB1 for full netherite opponents. I did not go halfway with the gear either.
Yes,
Put
sir.
Swift Sneak on it and everything.
I see you, bro.
And then we roll up,
Oh, that's tough.
just like that,
Oh,
just
that's
like
tough,
that.
that's tough. Oh my
Hit him with a little bit of...
Yeah!
Yeah!
At this point, my goal had almost fully changed from trying to figure out this big mystery to helping out Will in this fight against Muggum. And now he even wanted me to be his right-hand man and turn it into a 2v1. And let me tell you, if we were gonna fight Muggum soon, then we were gonna need to train. Because Muggum doesn't just have a netherite set, he also has a mace, and I'm sorry, dear viewer, but I might have lied to you because Will doesn't actually have the egg that gives you 20 hearts because Muggum has it. So when I say we need to train like our lives were on the line, I am being serious. And train we did, as we spent multiple days fighting a replicated god player whilst trying to actually find him and kill him on the main server. But sadly, it was to no avail, because he was too busy fighting another team to be caught alone. But one day while we were watching it spawn for Muggum to show up, Will ended up venturing out a little too far and found a little more than just someone.
Oh, and it's gonna make
I didn't get finished talking to you. Wait,
Sorry,
you can't
I thought
skip
you
this
were done.
cutscene, bro.
This is unskippable,
Hell
actually.
nah. Alright, so I need
How
to
do
send
you
you on
even
a
get
little
in,
side
bro?
quest, alright?
You need to send me on a side quest?
Yeah.
Well, we have a
Hold on,
mission
let's
for
open this
you.
refund. We need to get some sun. We need to get some vitamin D. Alright, what's our side quest? Wait, we actually need to give him a side
Yeah,
quest.
that's the side quest, bro.
Alright, side
Oh,
quest.
shit.
Okay, so why and more importantly, how did they just do 8 hearts of damage? Well, there's also this player named Dolphin, and to not take up most of the video with character introductions, he has one of the maces. But for some reason, he also has a super alliance ready to just fight anyone at any time. As for why they jumped Will in the first place, well, to this day, I genuinely just do not know why they did. They just kind of wanted to. But I guess if we wanted to fight Muggum, we were gonna have to go through the super team of players first.
I thought you...
Yeah.
Oh, bet, okay.
I won't even lie. Second, I'm here, don't worry.
Alright, that's so good, bro. Fine, bro. I'm full health.
Oh,
I feel like we have more pressing issues in the world, I'm not gonna lie. Like King
hey, you saw my
Bob.
chain, buddy.
Simon, I don't know how y'all got to Muggum.
I'm dead. Yeah, we're fine.
Bro. Dude, I'm just like, I hate that. What
They
the
used to
hell?
be believable. I'm not dead. I was on full health.
We both have a common enemy here. Why are we going after him? Why are we just going after each other?
Well, Muggum's gonna have 2 maces. Actually,
What is 2 maces gonna be the same as one?
Longer than the Leslie time.
longer than the legend time.
Dragon's Crest?
Fortunately, cannot do anything about that.
I might be able to, however.
Oh my god!
I can do something
you
about
doing?
that!
Right there. Like every time that happens.
Well, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm out of god apps.
Grounded him? Grounded him.
Okay.
I don't know what that does. Hopefully that does something. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who do you get?
Yeah, don't hug dog the hillside, bro.
Oh my god.
Wait, where's Will?
Will, yeah, wait, why is... No, not Will.
I'm here.
Yep.
No.
What's even the point? Stall out. I'm going straight back. Try going a bit to spawn. I see a Leslie. I'm just taking this one.
He's still gonna jump us after.
Dark!
Oh my god.
Dark!
Okay.
Thank you, Will!
Come on, meet shield for the maze.
Oh my god. And I dropped that his sword. Oh my god. And I dropped that his sword.
Shield broke, shield broke.
Nah, oh no! Oh my god, there's no way.
It's like, what, a 5v2?
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
So we were screwed. This was the point where we had literally lost everything. With Will dying here, every single advantage we even had over Muggum had just gone, like that. And to make matters even worse, this new super team had yet another mace to do whatever the hell with. So we thought that we might as well just give it one last shot and jump Dolphin's team again, and we were doing decent. But of course, something had to go wrong, because out of seemingly nowhere, the one person we had trained weeks to kill had just started helping us for genuinely no reason. And after we had scared this team off, we felt completely hopeless. With every item gone, we had just been set back to the regular duo with no sort of advantage at all. So we just decided to think long and hard of what we were gonna do going forward. How we were gonna kill Muggum, and more importantly, how we were gonna deal with this new team that called themselves the Horizon. But we eventually had figured out a plan. If we could just somehow get back the items they had taken from us, maybe we could gear back up, train as much as we can, and finally we could start going after Muggum once again. But sadly, before we could even think of that, fate had different plans. Me?
Yeah.
I'm just flying somewhere, bro. I'm just gonna go to...
What? And there we fucking go, Dragon fucking MC, bro. That was supposed to be our fight, bro. That was supposed to be our fight.
What even happened?
That was supposed to be our fight, you.
We're fucked! We're fucked! We're fucked! What do we even do? All the netherite's gonna go to different people, and the egg's gonna go to someone else, and the base is just gonna be dispersed. They're just making a god team at this point, and what are we supposed to do at this point? Every time we jump them, it's gonna be a 6v2. They're gonna have maces, they're gonna have dragon eggs, they're gonna have fucking netherite now. What are we supposed to do in that situation? What even can we even do? We were planned for a 2v1. We trained for a week to just do this 2v1, and they just pull up. They just pull up and kill him. And now we're just fucked. We can't do anything. What do we do? What do we even do? In a shocking turn of events, the Juggernaut himself, Muggum _ had taken a mace to the face by the macer himself, Doll 9 Hand. I really don't like repeating myself, but once again, we were screwed. Now that Muggum had lost every single item, Will didn't really have a reason to go after him, considering all he wanted was the items Muggum held. But he wouldn't just drop his entire feud he had with him, right? I mean, after everything he's done to me and the rest of the server, I'd like to guess that he'd at least want a little bit more revenge on Muggum than anyone. But instead, surprisingly, he decided that he wanted to go after the Horizon to get his items back. And as much as it hurt hearing that, I felt obligated to push those feelings aside because he was still my best friend. Of course I had to follow him towards his goal, but more importantly, before we even went after the items, we needed to figure out who had them in the first place. And luckily,
Pookie wants to talk to us.
Now Pookie was a random player that had gotten himself involved in the giant fight between them and Muggum, and somehow he had gained information on who had every single item. So of course me and Will decided to strike up a deal with him.
Alright, so it's important to note here, off rip, that Q and I had been planning for a couple days now to 1v2 Muggum. Just the two of us. I have a mace.
So you are against Muggum?
Yes.
No, not really. It was more so about like during the progression event.
I don't know what I'm gonna do like in terms of relations, cause like I low-key want to kill Womax, cause I don't like it makes me mad that he has the egg. Like I'm
He has
not
the
gonna
egg?
lie. Yes, he has the egg. If you want, I can tell you who has what, cause I don't really give like.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'll tell you what I'm trying to do if you tell me who has what.
Okay, I'll tell you like 2 people, and then like, what if we like temporarily team us? What if we,
Why would you want to do that?
What about team?
because I don't really have anyone, and I'm like basically a free soul, like an alliance. You know, I just want a lot of loot. I'm gonna be honest. If I tell y'all, would you consider like maybe like we can make this a thing?
For a little bit, yeah.
Okay, so who do you want to know?
And to speed things up, our main threats had now become 4 people. Nemvivo with both of the netherite weapons, DragonMC who had one of the maces and the other one stashed away, Dolphin who had the last mace and the dragon egg, and somehow Muggum, who had made some sort of deal with Dolphin to get the full set of netherite back. And that turned out to be one of the biggest mistakes that ended up changing everything. But right now, I had to worry about what was actually going on. Now that we had formed an alliance with Pookie, he immediately wanted our help in finding a player named Nezoshoki. And using these tiny little rocks in our hands that give us superpowers, we could use them to track him down. But that's when I finally noticed that Will was nowhere to be found. And as I searched around the base we were at, I still couldn't find him. But that's when I finally figured out where he was. He was talking to Muggum. And in that moment, I didn't really know what to think. He had been talking to Muggum for who knows how long, and he didn't even tell me. And when I eventually asked him what they were talking about, all he could say was,
I just wanted to pick his brain a little bit.
which I'm sorry, but that is one of the vaguest answers you could give to someone, and before I could even try to defend it, Will had already flown off with Pookie to go and kill Nezo, which just left me to think about everything that had just happened. And that thinking eventually turned itself into warning, because I decided to message Nezo that he was getting hunted down by Pookie, as I didn't want him to think that Will helping him was a sign that we were trying to start conflict. But as I was literally messaging him, he killed my teammate. And at this point, I'm just so confused. I'm being left out of so much here, and I don't know what to do. So at this point, I thought I might as well call up Nezo to see what the hell he was doing. Why
Dude.
are you trying to break Gay's gem?
Why is Will getting involved, bro? No, we're not trying to break Kay's gem, but we're trying to send a message to Gilded,
Then
bro.
why is she getting tracked?
Yeah, because we needed to send a message to frickin' Will. I don't know why Will's on
Dude,
Pookie's side of
no,
this. all of a sudden.
okay. We're just helping Pookie. Will was, I'm hoping, not trying to jump in on you. We were just
No,
trying to help
he
Pookie.
fully was.
Okay, I'll tell him not to. Okay, we're just trying to help him out because we just need to get people to help us get this goddamn mace back. Do you know?
Okay, you
how-
could have asked me and you could have asked us, bro.
Bro.
Why do you have to go to frickin' Pookie?
Because Pookie was the only one with information on them. I told you you were being tracked, and you didn't even run. What do you call it?
Yeah, no, I
When you
did
start
run,
getting
bro. I
jumped?
did run. And the thing is, right, I wouldn't have went for K if Will was never involved with Pookie, bro. Like, he full on, like, I had already left the situation, but he full on came when Womax was just alone. That already says in itself that Will was trying to help Pookie, like, fully.
Okay.
Like,
We
Working with
didn't even
Pookie out of all
have...
people, bro.
It's only me and alrey that's actually chill with you right now. Will hasn't really had any relations
Okay,
with you, so he's
we'll
fine
get
with
Will
it.
to-
I
Dude, me and Will
talked to him!
Me and Will
I
have talked.
messaged him! Okay?
Okay, good. Okay, so K will be safe then. K will be safe then.
Okay.
K will be safe as long as Will is
Yes,
not
I
involved.
know. I got it.
in
I
Pookie
got it. I got
shenanigans.
it.
Okay, good. Glad the point's across.
Okay. We're not trying to be your enemies in this. I'm trying to talk to Will, okay?
Okay, also, now that you're here, what the frick happened? Well, how does Muggum have the nether and the egg again?
I don't know. What happened with that? I don't know. You think I know as much as you guys do?
So why is Muggum talking to Will right now?
So, I don't...
What? Yo, so Quackitus. Okay, so LSD, Quackitus, you want to talk to him or what?
Let me tell you
Quackitus?
this right now, Quackitus. All right?
Quackitus,
You're
Quackitus.
in no position. Look, I am right now in Kay's logout spot. Her bed is obbied up like no tomorrow. You're gonna talk to me nice, okay?
You got anything to say or what?
I'm trying to message Will right now.
Yeah, but what's it called? You want to know something crazier? Muggum said
Wait,
that.
don't say yeah, don't say no,
he-
don't say yeah, don't
no,
say yeah,
no,
don't say
no.
shh.
Something else. It's something else.
Okay.
He said he could team with Will if he wanted to, and I guess that's what they're talking about right now.
Okay, Quackitus, bro, this isn't happening anymore, bro. There's no way, bro. Is that what they're talking about right now?
If I had to guess, yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
And now, Dolphin and Mumbo need to.
Do you ever get the feeling like you're standing on the edge of a cliff? Well, that might not make the most sense right now, but after I had messaged Will 4 different times without getting a single response, this one message in chat exposed exactly what he was doing. Because as I said before, Muggum had gotten back the full netherite set, and when you actually have it in your inventory for the first time, you get the achievement Cover Me in Debris. So instead of saving our teammate from getting banned off of the server due to its plugin, Will opted to instead talk to Muggum once again to obtain more power, making the excuse course that it was just to scare them off. But at this point, there was no doubt in my mind that there was something much deeper going on with him and Muggum. But once again, I still had that just tiny bit of trust in him, and if anything, I wanted to hear the full story from Will himself instead of just a message in chat. So, after a bit of thinking and some minor plagiarizing, I devised a bit of a plan, and bear with me because this is gonna get a bit confusing. See, Will is a pretty smart person. He could honestly just flat out lie to me about everything and be on his merry way, and what could I really do about it? So I had to give him an actual reason to tell me the truth, and that's where Muggum comes in, because his entire goal on the server right now is to get rid of everyone's energy, which is basically our life force, banning us permanently upon running out of it. So if Will's big secret is to help Muggum with that goal, he wouldn't hesitate to kill me instantly if he saw that I was on the brink of getting banned, revealing to me and me only that he was working with Muggum, and if I was banned, I wouldn't get the chance to tell anyone about it. But if he really did want to keep lying to me, then he would be forced to either tell the truth or to permanently ban me off of the server. And after talking to my teammates about it, they both agreed that I should finally confront him about everything that's been going on. And so I brought him to the only fitting place I knew.
This is a spot. Do I recognize this spot?
I think you might recognize the spot actually.
I don't think I like the implication of this spot.
This is the same spot I talked to Nezo Shoki at a certain crisis that I'd like to talk to you about. Basically, yesterday, obviously, we logged on this server and then we got our fight stolen, then we got killed, and Muggum lost everything. But what I realized is that throughout all of yesterday, you had been, or I had seen you in a lot of calls with Mr. Underscore. And so, before anything goes bad, I want to get your completely honest, like, what do you have to say for yourself on that?
Well, everything that I told you yesterday was true. Our calls did go decently in depth. We sort of share a lot of the same sentiments. Both of us really did not like how the Horizon was playing. I respect him a lot for taking that 5 or 6v1 like repeatedly. He respected you and I for not only wanting to give him a fair fight and not just genuinely getting the entire Avengers on it. And the only reason we were going to 2v1 him instead of 1v1 was because the 1v1 would have been like impossible. He did bring up, or not bring up, but he did hint at potentially wanting to work together, but I have not given him a definitive answer because I don't think that you would like that. But the current odds that we have against Horizon, and Napparazelle isn't logging on. It's Little K just asks me to empty my ender chest for her every 30 seconds. Alrey's great. I don't know what I'm gonna say about Alrey. But he's not enough. Alrey's great and he's there for me all the time, and so are you, but like it's not enough to get us like over that like hill that we need to be at in order to do what I want to do.
So you're not saying your teammates are enough
to take on Horizon? Do you think we win that 4v3? Because it would be a 4v3, because Nappa and K don't matter. We agree on this.
I just, obviously, like, us being, like, respected by Muggum is fine, but the real reason I brought you here. For the past few months, I have been in somewhat suspicion that you, for the past, let it be days, weeks, months, have been in some form of team, in some form of connection, in some form of alliance that we do not know about with Muggum. The amount of times you have been seen in channels with Muggum on the server, the amount of times you've been seen just like around him, and recently, what very much concerned me was I had spammed DM'd you whilst K was on the verge of getting your gem broken, and I had gotten semi-aired, and I saw you get the netherite. Now, obviously, I'm not one to come to insane conclusions and get the entire server to band together to oppose you, so before anything, and before I give you an ultimatum, I want to hear just no like big fight, no big this, no big that, just ask you flat out, are you with Muggum?
Well, would you ever consider working with him? Because you know my stance. When we were gonna fight him, it's not because of any personal spite that I had towards the guy. In fact, my feelings towards him have changed a lot because Muggum individually as a person is someone that I respect a lot, and I find honestly to be one of the most honorable people in this hellhole. So if I wanted to, I'm not saying I will, would you ever work with him if I was going to?
I can't, not in this world, I can't see myself doing that.
Do you trust me, yes or no? No halfway answers either. No besides. No anything. Do you trust me, yes or no?
I trust you. So what did I actually learn from that? Because apparently he hasn't been working with Muggum this whole time. So was like everything else he did with him just for fun? And to top it all off, when I asked him multiple times about the netherite, he just fully brushed it off and ended up leaving before I could even get to the most important part of the plan. And I know that I said I trusted him, but something just felt off. That whole conversation just didn't feel right, and that I was right in thinking that he was working with Muggum. But that singular conversation put such a wrench in things, and there was just this voice in my head telling me that I had to find out what he was doing no matter the cost. And as I stood there thinking about it, I decided to do something drastic. I need some actual, genuine, solid evidence that he's actually up to something bad. I'm going for it, I'm going for it. Skip the okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no way! I actually have evidence. Oh god, I gotta get out of here. Oh god, I got it. Please. Okay. Is he naming his sword something? Dude, you look directly at me, bro. What the hell was that? Oh my god. My heart is actually racing right now. What is he doing? What the hell was that? Okay. That works.
What have you been working on?
Me or?
Yeah. No, you.
Me?
You're asking me a lot of questions. Let's hear about the Q lore.
The Q lore, I have been working up a freaking base. I need a lot
You
of...
haven't even made it past, like, the concrete stage.
That's because... Do you know how long it's taken me to get this concrete? I owe Leslie like a stack of diamond blocks.
Who am I for a second?
Wow.
I don't have food.
You're big and fat. Off you go. Oh, he actually went off. Well, I guess he just never ended up spotting me, but that's besides the point. As I had an actual solid piece of evidence right in my hands, and I immediately lost it to Will conveniently spawning right at the nether portal. So for like the 5th time now, I was set back to square one. I had no evidence at all, and if I had told the entire server, let alone one person about these suspicions without any sort of proof, they'd just call me paranoid. But maybe instead of proving to the entire server that he was working with Muggum, I just needed to figure it out for myself and actually warn my teammates when I had actual evidence. And maybe then, after all of this time, I could actually prove him guilty. So after rethinking my approach, I logged off for the night and went to bed with actual confidence for once. And immediately when I had woken up, Will had messaged me wanting to jump one of the players that had a mace. And as I was still fighting in my head for if I was still Will's best friend, or even if I should still trust him, I thought that realistically there would be no harm in helping him here. So after tracking down the player that had one of the maces, me and Will decided to give them the same amount of respect that they gave us, and you know, 2v1 him.
Oh my god, damn, bro.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
See you later.
Oh, I was so close to getting out of that. God damn it, bro. Okay, this is a really annoying.
Turtle again. Jumps here.
In the door.
Oh, what's up, bro?
Welcome to the function, bro. I'm in a close spot.
Yes, no.
I'm fine, but I put up a good measure.
So, Chancellor might be a little...
Muggum?
Hey, bro!
What the hell?
Oh, we were in agreement.
What are you doing here?
Don't do this, Crocodus.
Oh god, dude, I need to do what I have to do. Oh, King Dolphin!
Dolphin! Yes, King Dolphin. Yo, y'all got Muggum. Don't even worry. Hey, Dolphin. currently, I am being jumped. Hey, don't la 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 me. So I'm being jumped. Oh, I see a house.
Freaking made. You're freaking
Yeah,
made.
thank you.
Nice.
Oh my god, that's gonna suck. Kicked off it, yes, kicked off it. Oh my god, give it
Oh
to
my
me.
god.
Ah,
There's not Simon.
yes, stop it. Nope.
No, it's not.
On new cube,
Oh,
new
yep.
cube.
Hey, shoot, fuck this. Right there? This is like the nap attack he left like before like he left and that shit.
You good?
It's like he's like.
Yes, bro. Cincinnati. Oh my god.
Oh my god, get the fuck out of here, dude. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Because we didn't really lose anything from
He's
that.
going into the water.
Oh, that's
Oh
nice.
my god, that's neat.
Fuck.
At least, I don't know what Mugham's gonna do with that, nor am I even gonna wonder why he
Yeah, I
was
don't
there, but...
I think he was tracking Dragon as well.
So finally, after an entire month of searching for evidence, it was almost certain that they were teamed this entire time. But even though I had all of the evidence to back that up, I still had one last question I wanted to know. And that was why? Because I get wanting to have power and being feared, but was our team not enough for him? And I truly thought that he actually saw me in the same light as I saw him, but now I'm starting to question if we were even friends in the first place. And maybe there was only one person in this team that had actually cared about me before any of this started. But that's besides the point, because I still wanted to know why Will did all of this behind my back. And I couldn't just ask him flat out because there was a decent chance he'd just lie to me again. But it wasn't like that answer was just gonna fall right out of the sky, right?
The entire plan thing that I have, it's gonna tie in a lot to people who have the potential to do things, but they waste that potential to do nothing. You don't like any of those qualities. Sure, like, let's put this at like face value real quick. Let's say we cut out all of your wins against me. You still keep pushing. For you, it's never over until you win. And I admire that mindset because it's the same one I have. And it's the same reason why people fear me. Sure, they killed me in a 61 like a few days ago, but look at me now. The only thing I'm missing is my netherite armor.
And you're willing to give up what you have at any point to get that back.
Yeah. The minute that I don't want them to have that netherite anymore, I just give away my items and go after them. I might die, but I'll just keep pushing.
I admire that mindset.
It's because it's the same one you have. Okay, that's all I had to say as of right now, but I don't know. I guess that's food for thought for you. About how or why some people are just so weak on the server.
Alright. As you were, I guess.
Right, goodbye.
What the fuck? No way.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I wanna talk to you about something.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Will and Muggum were talking, and I was eavesdropping underground.
Oh? What were they saying?
Yeah. But I think you're wrong.
How so?
Okay, so they were mainly talking about how people don't have initiative on the server, like people don't have motive and whatever. They were talking about stuff like that, but I don't think he's working with Muggum for whatever evil plan he's doing, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't. Okay. If he's not. Okay. If he's not working with Muggum, then I'm still pretty damn sure he's going to. Like, he's on the verge of.
Well, yeah, but like, probably not for his evil plan, bro. Like, that's what I've been, like, and I don't care if he works with Mugum, bro. I don't know about you, but I could not care less if he works with Mugum, as long as it's not to break everyone's gems or whatever evil plan Mugum has. Or, like, doing stuff with him, like, working with him. Not teaming with him, right? But, like, working with him. Like, what is the problem with that? Realistically, I don't see the problem, bro. I don't see how that is a problem.
I just... Like, if it was anybody else, you know? It's like, it's him, though. It's Mugum, bro.
But why do you have it against Mugum that bad? Like,
Do
what is
you
his
know
problem?
how much, like, I've gone through over the season? Like, it's not
Yes,
even just,
bro,
it's
I
not even
have
just,
too,
like,
but you don't
Mesa, but, like...
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Quackus, bro. You just don't do anything about it, bro, and that's your problem, bro. Why do I care if Will goes in teams with a guy that's done bad things to me? Like, what? If I had a grudge against Mugum, I would do something about it, bro. And I don't have a grudge against him, so I don't fight him. I don't go after Mugum, because even though he's done bad things to me, right? I simply just let it go. And if you haven't let that go, then what you need to do is lock in and actually go and get him, bro, or like go and get your revenge to when you were happy and satisfied. If you're not doing that, then why are you preventing other people? Like, it's just a grudge that'll never end because you're not even doing anything about it, you know? It's just stupid.
It's just, I don't trust it. I don't trust Will, man. I feel like he's been working with Mugum. He's been talking to him. He leaves me out of, like, random conversations they have. Like, at least you can, like, I can trust you, because that whole conversation you told about, I was also eavesdropping. I was there too.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, like, I was there, and I was wondering if you'd tell me about it. And it's like, I can trust you with that, but it's like, I don't know, like, okay, teaming with Mugum and stuff, I can put that beside me because we can talk it out. But it's just like, I want to see if he has been working with him. If he wants to work with him, by all means, go for it. I'll even help. Like, he was helping us during the dragon fight.
I know you've been trying to prove that Mugum, like, Will's working with Mugum, but I just don't think you're correct, bro. Like, sometimes you can try to prove something and your hypothesis and try to prove it or whatever. And sometimes you just get it wrong, bro. And that's fine. And, like, I guess until you get solid proof that he isn't, then you can give up, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think he is. I'm gonna go to space.
I hate this! 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 I know he's been working with him. I know he's been working with him. But everyone just says he isn't. So everyone says he isn't, and he's doing this, he's doing that, and he hasn't actually worked with him yet. He's going to. I know he's going to. But I really think that he's been working with him. I really do. I don't know. I don't have evidence. I don't have solid evidence that he's working with him. But I know he's been. I know he has. And I know I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong with this. I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. He's been working with Mugum in secret, and I don't, like, he's gonna ask to like team with us. That's fine. It's the fact that he has been working with him. I know I'm right. I know I am. Holy shit, I know I'm right. I know I'm right. I know it. I just can't prove it. I know I'm fucking right. I know I'm right. He's guilty. I know it. He's just hiding it. He's hiding it from everyone. He's hiding it from alrey. He's holding it from freaking rest of Mesa. He's hiding it from the rest of the server. He's guilty. I know he is. And I want to prove it to everybody. I will prove it to everybody that he's guilty. I will prove it to all around and prove it to everyone that he's right. I know he's been working with Mugum. I know he's planning to betray. I know he knows what Mugum's plan is. He's lying. He knew we were eavesdropping. He knew. Why would he sit up there in an open VC? Why would he do that? He knows. I know he's guilty. I know he's working with him. He just wants to pull us along because we don't look too far into it. I know he's guilty. He's not to be trusted. He's not what he seems. He's not. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds.
So, if I said that I wanted to let it all go right now and just pursue something else, what would you say?
Okay, first off, what else would we pursue? And then second off, why?
I don't know. We'd find something. Could help alrey out with what he's doing. Would you, like, support that? If I wanted to let it all go?
I mean, this kind of whole thing was like, I was kind of just in this whole like Horizon beef to just kind of help you. And if you want to let that go, then, I mean, shoot, I'm fine with that.
So you're good to let it go?
If you are.
Wrong answer, man.
How's wrong answer?
Just because it's what I want? What about you?
I mean, my material worth and like my.
And why do you even want to
Maze.
follow me so bad? You don't even trust me.
I trust you.
Little waiver, bro. No, you don't.
So what? I do.
No, you don't.
Why? Why
You
do
have this
think
idea in your head that I'm working with Mugham because I talk to him every now and then. Because he said that he doesn't want to attack me because he respects the mindset that I have. The mindset that you clearly don't have.
And
You
stuff like that.
hate Mugham. You hate him. He made you lose so much. And when he was fighting with us today, you were just fine with it. You were fine with him helping us. You were fine with him getting Dragon's Mace. And after that, you said you would be fine with us working together. Because I brought it up a couple days ago.
Like, I don't mind that. It's just, I feel like I'm not in the know of, like, some things. It's just, like, I'm just...
Have you asked to be in the know?
Yes, I've asked, like, multiple times, like, what's really going on, and I feel like I don't know what's really going on.
And every time, if I give you a half-assed answer, are you just okay with that?
No! That's why I'm not okay with anything. That's why I keep,
Then why don't
like,
you press
asking.
me?
I have! That whole conversation we had.
That was it. That was it. You mean to tell me since then you have not had any kind of inkling or suspicion that you felt like bringing up?
But what if I did? What if I said to you that you were working with Mugham this entire time? What would you do? Oh, you just heard it more because I wanna trust everybody. I wanna trust you. I wanna trust everybody. I wanna trust Mugham. I wanna trust Nuffle. I wanna trust Nezo. I wanna trust everybody. And it's just, it feels like it keeps getting thrown back in my face. I feel like there's one thing I want to prove to myself, and everyone's telling me it isn't. And it's like, I know I'm wrong, but I know I'm right. I know I'm right, and I don't know what to say. I know there's something. There's something, but I don't know what side I'm on. I don't know what side you're on. I don't know what side alrey's on, anyone's on. I'm scared, Will. I'm scared that you're gonna run and you're going to go to Mugham. I just don't want to be alone.
For like months now, you've been paranoid and suspicious. You've even got alrey eavesdropping on my conversations. And instead of trying to make the situation any better, you just sort of bottle it up and get even more scared that something's gonna happen, that someone's gonna leave you. If you like truly think that in your heart of hearts, then why don't I just do it? What would you do? What would you do if I just did that?
That'd be right.
Good luck, guys.
Nah, yo.